Are you tired of having a bulky, noisy keyring that pokes you in the butt when you sit down? Let's get rid of these and let's introduce the Ridge key case. I love them and so does my puppy. The Ridge key case is a compact way to store your keys, and it folds out for really easy access, and it holds between 2 to 6 keys. I like it as it fits all different sizes of keys and it keeps them compact from swinging around and making lots of noise. Some of my favorite styles in the Ridge key case range are Forged Ember, Aluminium Navy, and Aluminium Gunmetal, just to name a few. They also style very nicely as well with my Ridge wallet. You can get 10% off your purchase today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/pipnight. That's right, ridge.com/pipnight, and use code PIPNIGHT, link in the description. Cheers Ridge for the channel sponsor. What's up YouTube? For today's video, we'll be full strongest baby Pokemon team in terms of attack stat. I'll be specifically looking at 3-stage evolution Pokemon. Example, Rhyhorn. I've got 3 battles today with this team and I really hope you enjoy. I got some absolute fire content. First battle here, this is against Craig. This is on the Y-Cob, and he's going to be leading with a Toxapex, my favorite Pokemon to verse with a baby Pokemon team. So I'll be sliding in here with Axu with the 87 attack stat, which is pretty damn good here for a baby Pokemon. So Axu's got D-Dance, D-Claw, Superpower, and Poison Jab. Now, none of these moves are really going to touch a Toxapex at all, so I'm going to try and set up a Dragon Dance here. I was a little bit worried it may have Haze, but I thought, you know what? Sometimes you've got to roll the dice. So Toxapex is going to throw up then Toxic Spikes on the field, so I thought, well, it might set up another one and maybe then use Haze or attack me. I'm not really sure. So I went for a second Dragon Dance here to try and push my luck a little bit. The moveset was Max Attack, we got Max Speed and Jolly Nature. I've got the ability Mold Breaker, and I've got the item Focus Sash. So now Toxapex, right, he's sitting there. I'm hoping I might be able to take it out here with a Dynamax, because I've now got +3 in attack. Toxapex is going to slide off a knockoff on my Axu. It does actually a lot of damage. I was like, damn, but I got a critical hit. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is, people. It's time to attack this Toxapex. I don't really know if there's any Pokemon on my team that could possibly take this out. So we're going to go Dynamax Axu and try and take Toxapex out in one shot. Now, I thought I had a pretty good chance here. I wasn't sure whether it would one-shot it, but I knew that it would do like a lot of damage if the Toxapex indeed went for Haze, or it just simply attacked me again. I was hoping if it did leave, it would just attack me again with another move, but I had a little bit of a fear that it might be using Haze. So now Toxapex here is going to get hit by a +3 Axu Max Whirlwind coming off the D-Claw, and it gets dropped like a stone. So this is an excellent, excellent start to the battle. That's like one of their bulkiest Pokemon gone. Next Pokemon is Pokegens here. Totally legit Pokemon. So Regieleki is going to slide in here. And guess what? It's got a hack little balloon. Now, what I'm going to do is outspeed Regieleki with an Axu only on Pipnight's channel. And that is going to take it out in one shot as well. Man, I can start to feel a little bit of salt building up on the opponent's side of the field there. So let's see if we can get this Axu swing. Next Pokemon is Tapu Bulu. Now, Tapu Bulu is going to get hit very, very hard by a Maxus. So the Grassy Surge is going to flow onto the field there nicely, hopefully giving me some nice little healing each turn. So I thought, okay, I can easily go for Maxus. This will be a slam dunk to take the Tapu Bulu out. However, Tapu Bulu is going to go inside its hack little ball and turn into a Dynamax Pokemon here. I actually really like shiny Tapu Bulu. Looks like really, really cool. I'd say out of all the Tapus, it's my favorite one. Then again, Tapu Fini and Tapu Lily are pretty good too. But I think this wins by a little bit. Anyway, so the Tapu Bulu is going to go for a Max Guard here, right? So that foils my plans of going for a Max Ooze. So I'm going to have to go for a Poison Jab outside of Dynamax, because this is my very, very last turn. So bye-bye Axu, you are going to be tiny again. Shrinkage happens, people. So what's going to happen, right? I'm thinking about this. I'm like, well, there's not a lot I can do here. I just go for Poison Jab. This should do a ginormous amount of damage anyway, even if I don't take Tapu Bulu out. It's dropped it again. I've taken 3 Pokemon out, and they got no Dynamax left to hide behind. So this is very good, people. I'm starting to think, could we get this? we get this Axu sweep going here. So I get some more, I nearly said leftover recovery. Might as well be leftover recovery. Grassy recovery, and out comes Blissey. So I'm like, man, I don't know about this. I'm going to have to go for a superpower, right? So I've popped the superpower, and that is going to be the end of Blissey. Now, I thought that Blissey might be able to deliver Dragon Claw if it was running something like max health, max defense, what a lot of them do. So that's why I went for the superpower there. I was happy to give up one stage of attack boost there, because I still had +2 in attack, and the last couple of Pokemon here weren't exactly what you call the most bulkiest in the world. So in comes Blazion, and there goes Blazion. There's only one more Pokemon left. Can we get this Axu sweep, people? Only on Pipno Channel. So we got some more grassy recovery there. Last Pokemon is going to be Garchomp. So I'm like, okay. I don't even think a Choice Scarf Garchomp would be able to outspeed me here. And Garchomp is going to go down there. However, Garchomp has got the rough skin, and it's also got the rocky helmet to top it off. But that wasn't enough to take out the little Axel. And that is a clean Axu sweep on the side with a salty little baby bottle, people. Only on Pipno's channel. Got him on YouTube, people. That is why you got to use the Elgato capture card to get your salty life baby bottles. Let's get on to battle number 2 here, people. Man, if the video doesn't deserve a like after that Axu sweep, I don't know what does. This is a second battle here, of course, on in the video, and this is going to be a battle against double A battery. Man, you got to fix your batteries. Like, they run out and you got to replace them. I like to use rechargeables myself there, not sponsors. So we're going to go here for a Dragonette against a Dragapult, right? Now, one Dragapult is very bad because it's a very, very fast Pokemon, and I thought, well, this is going to be kind of good if I can get another Dragonette up, but it didn't happen there, and it's also going to use Dragon Darts, which is going to hit me twice, and that's going to go around my Focus Sash. So little Axu, unfortunately, got absolutely countered there at the start of the battle, but it's all good. We're going to go into our next Pokemon. Next Pokemon here is going to be Honedge. I like Honedge. So we got Sword Dance Fury Cutter, which is, pretty powerful, and we've also got Garaball and Shadow Sneak. So I've got the EV spread as max health and max attack. We got that Brave Nature happening. So I've got the item as Everlight and the ability, of course, as No Guard. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be able to resist Dragapult's moves pretty well. I know that it had Sucker Punch, but that's actually going to have to rely on me on actually attacking it right. So I think Dragon Darts is the strongest move it has against me, unless they're hiding some sort of special move up their sleeve. But I really don't think I would, because I would have used it already. So go for that Shadow Sneak there, and that is going to be the end of Dragos. That's quality, you know. We got rid of Dragapult, a very, very scary Pokemon. Next to come out here is going to be Green Goblin. I'm like, okay, it's going to use Reflect, right? Obviously. It's going to use Light Screen. I was like, okay, fair enough. They set a screen up, but it was the other screen. You know, it's like when you set to have a screen in your house, right? You go to, like, try and break out of one, but the other one falls out, right? And then you go out that way. So anyway, I'm going to go for a Sword Dance here, but it's going to go for Reflect as well. So it's going to set the light screen, then the Reflect up. Like, you wouldn't read about it. So anyway, I'm going to go for a Garaball here. And Garaball is still going to take the Green Goblin out in one shot. I would have gone for that, but I thought it would just set it up straight away. So, only on Pipno Channel, people. Next Pokemon is Zachary Zacian. Now, I was like, man, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm cooked. I'm not going to be able to beat this Pokemon at all. So it's going to come in there and get its free little attack boost here. Not even broken or anything. And now I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak. Now, remember, there is a Reflect up, so Zacian is taking that, really, really well. So Zacian really doesn't have much attack stat, so let's use Sword Dance again. So now it's got +3 in attack, so it really needed that attack boost, right? So go for another Shadow Sneak on Zacian. Good quality damage. Maybe one more. I need a crit to take it out. Here comes Behemoth Blade. Now, Behemoth Blade is not going to be very effective here, so I'm guessing they had Sword Dance, Click A to Wind Blade, Sacred Sword, and maybe Play Rough, right? I'm assuming that's what they said. But it fails to take little Honedge out. Honedge was so close to taking out Zacian there, it was saved by the Reflect. So they're going to Click A to win again, and that is going to be the end of my Honedge here. So they've had a pretty damn competitive Pokemon team so far. Like, very, very sweaty. I'm sweating at the moment. Like, it's going everywhere. It's a good thing I've got a towel on. Now, next Pokemon to bring it here is going to be Machop here. So this is going to be a Dynamic Punch, Mega Kick, Dual Chop, and Bullet Punch set with No Guard. So go for Bullet Punch there, and that is going to be the end of Zacian. Man, that feels good taking that Pokemon out. So my troubles are gone for now. Now, the next Pokemon to come into this matchup is going to be Clefable. So I was like, oh no, like this is going to be some sort of like really bulky set. It's got a Barberi Berry. Barberi Berry is going to power down my Bullet Punch, and Bullet Punch does, 3 damage. So anyway, Clefable is going to go for a minimize. They're like, oh no. But me thinking with my Galaxy brain, I'm like, there's only one Pokemon on my team that can deal with this. And you might be able to guess it already. We're going to go into 85 attack, which is Rhyhorny. Now, this Pokemon, Rhyhorn. Never mind. So this Pokemon, right, is a Res Sleep Talk Fissure Smackdown set. So I thought to run Fissure on this because just in case I come across any really tanky Pokemon, this team did struggle with a little bit of damage output outside of, setting up like 69 million stats. So Clefable's going to go for another Minimize here. Fissure is going to miss, which really stands me. I wanted to get that up. So Reflect, I'm not going to say anything there. Reflect is going to go there, and the Meteor Mash is going to be... It's a physical Clefable of Meteor Mash. Like, what the heck? So it's going to have Meteor Mash, and now it's going to Dynamax. So this is going to be... This is a disaster. So it's going to get... it's going to be able to fire off some very, very powerful attacks at me, even though it's a physical Clefable, and I won't be able to use Fissure on it at all. But I'm thinking I really need to actually keep this Rhyhorn in the game. So I'm looking at the rest of my team, and it's really, really lacking. Like, if this, it's going to get some defensive boosts already, and it's going to have Minimize. So the chance of me landing attacking against it, is going to be slim to none. The good thing about one-hit KO moves like Fissure, they ignore all those, obviously moves like Minimize, which is really good. They don't check accuracy, which... It's actually really good. They're actually more accurate in the end there if the opponent does set up like 6 of them. So I managed to leave all the scum there, and now Rhyhorn can actually go to sleep and close its little golden eyes. Is it gold or bronze? It looks like bronze to me. It's actually a pretty good shot, I got to say there. So Rhyhorn is going to go to sleep, and what I'm going to do here is I just have to live one more turn. What I'm hoping here is to roll a Sleep Talk Fissure when the Clefable is out of its Dynamax. Like, that's actually doing a fair bit of damage. So the Clefable now has 2 Minimizers, and it's got +3 in defense. So this thing is really, really, really tanky. So go for Sleep Talk here, and you watch. I love how I got Fissure there, but the Pokemon was done Dynamax. It's always the way, people. It's always the way. So Clefable was going to go small again there, and now Clefable is going to go for a Baton Pass. I'm like, what is going on in this battle? So Clefable, you watch this. So what happens, right? Baton Pass happens. Glalie comes in. Like, okay, Glalie, fair enough. It's going to take me out with 1 Powder Snow there. Won't even need to be a crit. So I went for a Sleep Talk here, hoping for Fissure, praying for Fissure, and I got rest, which really sucks. Now, we watch this. It's a sheer cold troll set. So I thought they were running Sweat at the start there, but they turned around and started running this meme. However, Fissure is going to land there, and Glalie is going to get teleported to the center of the earth. I don't think it even get to the center of earth because it just melt. Next Pokemon is going to make a Fable. Like, okay, what are they going to do with this, right? So they're going to try and set those Minimize up again, and I guess they're going to try and pass it to the last Pokemon. I'm like, oh, hell no. So I got another Fissure on there, and Clefable is going to join Glalie on your People Night Shout. So things are going absolutely swimmingly. I've only lost 2 Pokemon, which is Axu and Honedge. We still got 4 more Pokemon left. Out comes Rhyhorn's daddy. It's gone for a Hornedrill and miss. I'm going to go for a Fissure, but it also misses, and Rhyhorn is going to get hit by a Hornedrill here. Man, how does this happen? So Rhyhorn is going to faint. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I know I've got the perfect thing for this. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. However, I really do hope that I go first. So I'm going to go for Dynamic Punch here, but Rhyperia is going to outspeed me and take me out with a Hornedrill. I was no guard there, so there was no way it was going to miss. I was hoping to get that Dynamic Punch, but it never happened. So we're going to go into Timber now. We got this Bulk Up Mag Punch, Payback, and Ice Punch there. Firstly, I'm going to dodge a Hornedrill on your People channel, and now I'm going to go for a Bulk Up. So we're going to get those biceps pumping, people. Look at that big plank of wood there. Like, I wish I was a Pokemon, just lift around 2 big planks of wood there. Absolutely wonderful. So I got that Flame Orb happening. Hornedrill is going to land on my Timber. I'm like, okay, that is enough of this. I have the Desperation Dynamax. Like, there's no other way out of this. Like, you can roast me, but it's fine. We're going to go into Trapinch now. Trapinch has the Tame, Attack, is Flygon, which is crazy. It's like got a huge stat, which is incredible. We're going to go for a Dynamax Trapinch here. So I'm like, okay, I'm definitely not outspeeding Rhyperior. I know that already. I know that. So hopefully they'll go take the bait and go for Hornedrill, and I'll be able to take it out with an Earthquake. Right, we got that a max attack, max health, Earthquake, first impression, quick attack, Rock Slide, Arena Trap. Rhyperior can't go anywhere. It's only one Pokemon, but anyway, it's going to go for a Mega Horn instead of Hornedrill. I'm like, holy moly, that did a lot of damage. So that did half my Trapinch damage, popping that Earthquake, and finally I'm going to take the Rhyperior out, but it's going to Focus Sash instead. You wouldn't read about it. So I can't believe what's going on in this battle. It was like the first half was like pure sweat. Then the second half was pure meme. Like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. It's going to pop a rock wrecker, almost taking out my Trapinch there, going for a disrespect max strike, coming off the quick attack. And that, my friends, is the end of the second battle. Holy smokes, these battles have been crazy. So GG there to AA battery. I mean, you know what? I'm going to go down to the shop now and buy some batteries just because of that battle. Let's go on to the third and final battle here. This one was against Alex, and I believe this one was on my stream or the Waika. Actually, I can't really remember. So this battle here, I'm going to be I was thinking about leading with my Axu again, and we got the Hatterina's lead. So like, okay. In the team preview, I actually did see this, and I was very, very scared of it. And it's going to have a charm set dropping my attack stat. Now, if you haven't figured out already on my team, I'm running all physical attackers. Obviously, because I'm running the highest attack stat, I thought I'd run all physical attackers. You know, that makes sense, right? So Earthquake's going to do pretty good damage still. Like, when you think about it, that was really good damage to Hatterene there. Unfortunately, Hatterene's got Draining Kiss. And these Pokemon are not really what you call super bulky, and it's going to be healing itself back constantly. Now, when you look at my team, right, we got Trapinch, right? That's not, like, weak to Fairy. We got Axu weak to Fairy. We got Mate-Shot weak to Fairy, and we got Timber. And I mean, Trapinch wasn't really taking it all that well either. So I'm in a fair bit of trouble here. So Small Bean? I don't even understand this. So Small Bean's going to go for a Draining Kiss here, and that is going to be the end of Trapinch. But Trapinch has got the highest attack out of all 3-stage evolution Pokemon. Really, really cool Pokemon Trapinch there. And yes, it's the same as Flygon, which is very, very interesting. Next Pokemon, we're going to swap into Zax. So like, okay, I mean, I can go for a D-Dance and a Poison Jab. This should do some good damage, like, right? So getting that boost up and attack. Unfortunately for me, right, Hatterene uses Trick Room. I'm like, oh, this sucks. So now I'm going to be going second. So Hatterene's obviously going to go for a Draining Kiss or Charm. So instead of going for a Draining Kiss, it's going to troll me and go for Charm. It's pretty smart, though, because that's going to get rid of my boost. And now Poison Jab is not going to do any near what it would have done. So I'd say Poison Jab would have nearly taken it out then, like very, very close. So that's going to use the Draining Kiss. It's going to take me all the way down to 1 health there. I've got the Focus Sash, but I'm going to get outsped by this thing. So there's absolutely nothing I can do here. So, you know, things are starting to get pretty desperate right now. We're going to go for a Poison Jab here again on the Hatterene. Hatterene is hardly going to take any damage there at all. And I do get a Poison, though. So I guess that was the only good thing that came out of these, you know, the matchups between Trapinch and stuff like that. So we got the Hatterene is going to probably go for another Draining Kiss here. So I thought, let's go into Hone Edge here. And Hone Edge is going to be able to resist that Draining Kiss, which is going to be fine, right? I think it actually went for Charm again before. So Hone Edge is going to be able to resist Fairy-type moves. And what I can do is go for Gyro Ball, and that'll do, like, lots of damage to it, right? And that'll be hopefully the way to take it out. So go for Gyro Ball there on the Hatterene. Very close to taking it out, but it never happened. Here comes another Psychic. Well, sorry, the first Psychic, and I'm going to be able to resist it. So I can resist all the Hatterene's moves, which is good. It's going to finally fake to the poison that my Axu did to it earlier on from the Poison Jab. So bye-bye, Small Bean. Next Pokemon to come in here, the Trick Room's going to wear off as well, is Is this some sort of theme? If you know what this theme team is, it's like, let me know in the comment section there. Man, Jinx got like one-shotted there by Shadow. I mean, I knew it was going to do a lot of damage, but I didn't expect it to actually faint it. Next Pokemon here is going to be Sylveon. So like, okay, Sylveon, yeah, I can go for a Gyro Ball there. That'll take it out. Here comes another Draining Kiss. I'm like, man, is this like a Draining Kiss thing? Because all the Pokemon so far can actually learn that. Go for a Gyro Ball there, almost taking out Sylveon. Excellent damage. Now, what's going to go for a Shadow Sneak here? However, Sylveon did have a Citrus Berry, so that's going to put it out of KO range. So I'm just going to go for another one here. Now, Sylveon also has Moonblast as well as Draining Kiss. That is not going to be enough to take me out. Now, man, Honedge was such a good Pokemon on my team there. It really got me out of the fire in like a lot of battles there when I got countered. Like against the Zacian, against the Hatterene. It was absolutely amazing. Next Pokemon, I thought they said Lasagna, is going to be Togekiss. I mean, you could have a Togekiss Lasagna, but it might fly away, if you know what I'm saying. So go for the Shadow Sneak there. I knew that Togekiss was obviously going to outspeed me. It's going to go for Draining Kiss as well. It must be a Draining Kiss team. Like, what's going on here? Imagine getting kissed by a Togekiss. Next Pokemon to bring in, I'm thinking, well, I could bring in Axu. But I think I might get outsped there by Tokus, so I'll bring that in maybe later. So going to Timber, I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for Dynamax Timber. But before I attack here, Tokus does have some bulk to it too, so I could be smart here and go for the Max Guard, get my Flame Orb to activate the Guts ability, and then attack it with the Ice Punch. That'd be a good idea. Now, if I didn't say what my Timber's EVs were, let me tell you straight right now. We got Max Health and Max Attack, simple EVs there. I didn't run an Everlight. You can run an Everlight, but I wanted to use Guts today with Flame Orb. So now we're going to have that Max Guard there. We've got the Flame Orb now. Guts is activated. Draining Kiss does a lot. Like, look at that. That's a clean hit KO there. And I knew that Tokus would be able to do that, so that's why I went for the Dynamax there. So go for a Max Hailstorm there. Somehow big blocks of ice have fired out of my biceps, and the Tokus is going to be fainting. So I'm in a pretty good position at the moment here. That's 4 Pokemon down, which is good. Now, I have lost 2, and Axew is on 1. So I guess you could almost say that I've lost 3 Pokemon too. I can't really swap Axew out at the moment either because the salt is falling. Next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Best Waifu. All right, Best Waifu. So Best Waifu is going to have Guts, apparently. All right, fair enough. It's going to go for another Draining Kiss Pokemon. So all of these Pokemon get Draining Kiss, so it must be a Draining Kiss team. But keep watching, people. Keep watching. So that's going to be that Pokemon. All right, Gardevoir's going to take a little bit of damage from Hail, but it's all good. We're going to slide in the Machop now. So, okay, I could go for Bullet Punch here. This will do good damage. Let's see what Gardevoir's going to do. It's probably going to go for Draining Kiss. Now, instead of going for the Draining Kiss, it went Calm Minds. Like, good. This is very good because that means, the last Pokemon is going to have to swap into a Bullet Punch. I don't know if they want to swap that in, So Bullet Punch is going to be a 2-hit KO on the Best Waifu, and, that's going to be more than enough to actually take it out. I mean, I believe I might have just lived 1 Draining Kiss really, really badly, depending on what the EVs were in that Gardevoir, because I was running Max Health, but, a non-Everlight of Machop isn't exactly what you call the most bulkiest Pokemon in the world. Last Pokemon is Gardevoir. I'm like, hang on, it's called Pucker Up, but I don't think Gardevoir gets Draining Kiss. Does it? Anyway, so we got a Dynamax Garbodor here, and Garbodor it's going to be G-Max Garbodor. I actually, after having the G-Max Pokemon out for a very, very long amount of time, I got to say, Garbodor is probably one of the best designs, because it just, I like how it's got all the rubbish, and I know it's a bin and stuff already, right? But I like how it's got all, the different toys in the bin. I thought that was really, really, all jokes aside, I thought that was really, really cool, attention to detail there. You got the little boat, the plane, is that a Pokédoll, a Subtudoll, some Legos there, a car. I think there's a fish in there too. Was that a Magikarp tail? Anyway, it's going to hit me with a G-Max Malador. Now, when you use G-Max Malador, it always poisons the opponent. So my Machop is going to get poisoned right there. So I don't know what sort of move that was coming from. I don't know, I feel like that was a special move because it really didn't do a lot of damage. I was expecting a little bit more. So go for another Bullet Punch here. This actually has Weak Armor, which is really, really going to suit my team because I'm going to be dropping the Garbodor's defense there. The only thing is, it is getting speed from that, which doesn't really matter too much. So another G-Max Garbodor, and G-Max Malamar is going to take out my Machop. Actually, G-Max Garbodor sort of sounds good too because it literally is firing scum at the opponent. So we're going to bring in Rhyhorny here, and we're going to go for I was thinking I can go for Rest straight away, right? Because I'm sure this has got some other sort of coverage moves. So I knew it wouldn't do a lot of damage to me, and that's going to poison me straight away. I just went for Rest. I was like, okay, good. Let's heal that off, and then I can go for Sleep Talk straight away, and hopefully I can get a Fishy, I mean, even Smackdown should get some damage. So you're probably wondering, if you haven't figured out why I've got Smackdown on Rhyhorn already. Obviously, this Rhyhorn set can't hit levitating or flying Pokemon. If you hit them with the Smackdown, it smacks them down and they'll be on ground level per se, and then you can obviously hit them with a ground type move. So it removes the flying and the levitate, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to go for a Sleep Talk here. It was that was an Acid Spray Garbodor. Pretty cool. I'm going to go for a Smackdown here. Smack that bin right down, and it actually managed to live. So another Weak Armor is going to come into effect here, and Garbodor actually is going to be eating a berry here. So I think that's like 3 Weak Armors now that have been activated on Garbodor. So its defense is almost 0. It's going to go for a Belch, and it misses. So the Belch was the Garbodor's kiss. Man, that's rough. So go for a sleep talk here on the Rhyhorn, and Rhyhorn has produced another smackdown, and that is going to take the Garbodor right out of this battle. And that was all 3 battles, people. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, people, please drop a like. Would be amazing. And I'll catch you tomorrow for another upload. Peace out, people.